The President says that necessary environment has been created by the present government for the police to carry out duties independently. Former Minister Rajitha Senaratne imprisoned again after being produced before the Bribery Commission. The government is prepared to purchase 14,000 metric tons of Savanagala sugarcane destroyed in a fire. A methodology to ensure coconut sapling plantation. Pharmaceuticals produced by a local company to the international market for the first time. The Vavuniya Special Economic Centre vested with the public. A new WhatsApp number for views and complaints of the general public regarding private buses in the Western Province. China commemorates the 80th war victory in a grand manner.
Welcome back. Now in your local news, President Andrukumara Dissanayake says that political power was behind every crime that could not be traced.
Joining the 159th anniversary celebrations of Sri Lanka police, the President pointed out that necessary environment has been created for the police to act independently. Secretary to the President, Defence Secretary, Secretary to the Ministry of Public Security, heads of the three armed forces and a large number of government officials joined the occasion. The function was held at the Police Field Force headquarters in Colombo. IGP Attorney at Law Priyantha Weerasuriya welcomed the President on arrival for the ceremony. Later, the President inspected the police marching parade and the Guard of Honour was also accorded later. IGP Attorney at Law Priyantha Weerasuriya said that more than 1,919 kilograms of the drug ice, nearly 14 kilograms of heroin and over 12,000 kilograms of cannabis had been seized. He added that around 300,000 narcotic pills used for drug consumption were also taken into custody. According to him, through special operations conducted by the police, another 720 kilograms of cannabis was seized today in the northern province with the support of the Navy. He further mentioned that nearly 1,000 organized criminals operating from abroad had been brought into Sri Lanka and that the arrest of 5 such key figures last week in collaboration with the Interpol marked a significant achievement. Promotions and medals were awarded to a group of officers from the Special Task Force of Sri Lanka Police on the occasion of the 159th anniversary celebrations.
President Andrukumara Dissanayake said that the unrest in the country has been fueled by murders and crimes, and the failure to solve them was not due to the inefficiency or lack of dedication of the police, but because every unsolved crime had political backing and influence. He stated that throughout history, even when police officers carried out investigations with commitment, political power had undermined them, and a culture of revenge against law enforcement officers had emerged. According to him, in the past, doing one's duty properly had itself become a reason for retaliation. He assured that under his government, such incidents would not occur, and he urged officers to carry out their duties fearlessly in the interest of security forces and the people's safety. He emphasized that crimes would never disappear if suspects were not brought before the law, and his government was committed to ensuring that justice was served and punishments delivered. The President pointed out that the public's attention was always focused on police department and that if the department collapsed, society itself would descend into disorder. He stressed that police duties were spread across the entire country 24 hours a day, and their intervention is vital to maintaining social stability. He added that without their service, public life would be paralyzed, fear and insecurity would spread, and normalcy would be lost. He further remarked that drug trafficking has destroyed the entire families and young lives, pushing people into extreme poverty. While political interference had protected those involved in the trade, he said that even some state leaders had given protection to traffickers, and there were also reports that a section of the police officers had supported them. The President reminded the police that their responsibility was to act against drug abuse and organized crime. He warned that if some officers chose instead to protect traffickers, it would be a tragedy. He concluded by saying that a police officer's duty at all times was to protect the law and safeguard its people.
The theme of this year's Police Day is Rule of Law, Ensure Public Peace. And now we move on to a brief note regarding the history of the police department. The British passed an enactment in 1806 for police duties outside Colombo City. In 1833, a police service with a payment from the government was started, and a police team consisting of 165 officers for a population of 39,000 in the Colombo City was engaged on duty. By 1843, the governor had the power to establish police stations in any city in the island. Accordingly, 48 police stations were established in Sri Lanka. In 1947, Richard Aluvihare was appointed as the 11th Inspector General of Police and the first IGP of Sri Lanka. The number of police stations were expanded to suit the changes after Sri Lanka got its independence in 1948, and various duties commenced with it. The service of Sri Lanka Police has been expanded to various areas such as control of crimes and investigations, control of narcotics, traffic control, road safety, clearance records, and to provide legal service.
And now moving on with more local news, former Minister Rajat Senaratne, who is in remand custody, was brought before the Bribery Commission today. After recording statements for over 5 hours, he was sent back to the remand prison. The Colombo Chief Magistrate had ordered former Minister Rajat Senaratne to appear before the Bribery Commission today. It is reported that accordingly, he arrived at the Bribery Commission at 9:30 a.m. Sri Lanka Customs agreed before the appeal court today to release 506 BYD electric vehicles in their custody following a presentation of additional bank guarantee. This agreement was made when a petition filed by the relevant vehicle importer, John Keel's Auto Private Limited, was summoned before the appeal court today. Police Special Task Force had arrested a suspect in connection with a shooting incident at a motor vehicle at Malaven area in Mitiagoda on the 1st of this month. The suspect was produced before the Nuwara Magistrate Court under heavy police protection. He later handed over to the Mitiagoda police for further questioning. Colombo Additional Magistrate Pavitra Sanjeevani Patirna today ordered the case relevant to attack against the members of the Aragalaya at the Golf Face Green on the 9th of May 2022 to be resummoned on the 21st of January next year for the Attorney General's consultation. The 37th suspect of the incident, former IGP Deshbandhu Tennakon, who has been released on bail at present, appeared before the courts today. Out of the 37 suspects of the incident, 35 suspects including Milan Jayatilaka and Johnston Fernando appeared as well.
Minister Sunil Handuneti says that the government is prepared to purchase 14,000 metric tons of sugarcane from Sevenagala sugarcane farmers, which was recently burnt in fire. The minister declared this at a media briefing held at the Ministry of Industries and Entrepreneurship Development. Accordingly, an amount of 9,000 rupees per metric ton of raw sugarcane and 5,000 rupees for a metric ton of burnt sugarcane will be paid during the season. Minister Sunil Handuneti says that this institution is being maintained under the government ownership without privatization or a closure for the benefit of the sugarcane farmers. There is no benefit, although 14,000 metric tons of sugarcane has been purchased by the institution, since the sugar concentration of the sugarcane stock has decreased by now. The institution is ready to purchase and destroy the stock of sugarcane only effective for this season at a justifiable price. Those who supply raw sugarcane has made a sacrifice by stopping the supply of sugarcane to the institution since it purchases the burnt sugarcane. The loss which cannot be borne by the institution will be deducted during the purchase of sugarcane this season as a proposal which will apply to everyone. It has also been decided to make an on-the-spot payment to those who provide raw sugarcane and the payment to those whose sugarcane was burnt by the end of the season. Such a methodology will be prepared for those 153 farmers whose sugarcane harvest which has been set on fire.
2 persons died in a road accident that occurred at the Madurupiti area on the Central Expressway last night. Now, the victim has been identified as residents of Kegol and Yapau areas. A fuel bow supplying from Trincomalee has knocked behind a lorry with a load of wheat flour in this accident. Both vehicles veered off the road and fallen into a stream nearby. Police and residents of the area have managed to hospitalize the victims. However, the assistant of the fuel bowser has died on the spot and the driver of the bowser sustained injuries. He was admitted to the Mirigama hospital and later transferred to Watupitiwala hospital for further treatment. Driver of the lorry was trapped in the vehicle and retrieved with much effort. However, he had already succumbed to his injuries. Expressway Police and Mirigama Police jointly conducted investigations. A tipper that transported a load of sand from Buttala to Matara met with an accident, killing its driver. He had been identified as a 43-year-old resident of the Sultanagoda in Matara. Police said that the driver had fallen asleep while driving. Now, the Agricultural and Agrarian Insurance Board and the Coconut Cultivation Board have jointly introduced a system to ensure coconut sapling cultivation.
This has been introduced as a system to protect coconut cultivation at the early stage. The insurance period starts from 15 days of planting saplings to 1 year. A sum of 67.50 rupees per sapling is charged as insurance installment. The insurance cover is 550 rupees per sapling. The new coconut cultivation is continuously monitored for a period of 5 years. This insurance is available as new cultivation, recultivation and undercultivation. Chairman of the Agricultural and Agrarian Insurance Board, Pemasuri Jasing Arachi, said that coconut cultivation is being expanded at present and it is the responsibility of the board to prevent the decrease of coconut harvest. Therefore, this insurance scheme has been introduced with the aim of encouraging the coconut cultivators and to minimize crop damages if coconut saplings are subjected to any damage by natural cause or by animals. A compensation of 550 rupees per plant is paid to the cultivator.
Now, a company that comes under the purview of the Board of Investment of Sri Lanka has taken measures to export locally made pharmaceuticals into the export market. Now, the first stock of pharmaceuticals exported today, and the Board of Investment says that this is the first occasion that a local company exported locally manufactured medicine to the international market. Yarden Laboratories private company located in the Katanaki investment zone has been manufacturing medicine for local demands for a period of 3 years. Starting export, the company today sent a stock of liquid injections to the Zambian government today. The stock of injections that is used for surgeries is amounting to $3 million. Chairman of the Yarden Laboratories, Shashima Disanayaka, said that this is a significant instance in which the first export of Sri Lankan made medicine to Zambia. A stock of injections used for surgeries will be exported today. This brings an income of $3 million to the country. The company expects to expand the exports to countries like Somalia, Azerbaijan and Cambodia, targeting an income of $10 million.
18 new High Court judges have been appointed. They received their appointment letters from President Anurukumara Disanayaka today. The appointments were conducted at the President's office. 17 special grade judicial officers and a senior government advocate at the Attorney General's Department have been appointed as High Court judges. The President made the appointments as per the 111th clause of the Constitution of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka. Secretary to the President, Dr. Nandika Sanat Kumanayaka, was also present on this occasion. Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amrasuriya says that the government should assure the use of public finance to enhance the rights of the children and to secure their future as an accountable government. Participating in a program held in Colombo today, she said that the state budget is the most powerful factor for verification of child rights and welfare stated in the UN Child Rights Convention. The EU UNICEF Public Finance Facility Regional Knowledge Exchange Program, which has been organized by the UNICEF with the cooperation of the European Union, is being held today and tomorrow in Colombo. This is an opportunity to exchange knowledge between policymakers of state finance management in Asia and budget and expenditure management and the international stakeholders of the relevant sectors. UN country head Mark Ande Frank, UNICEF Sri Lanka representative Emma Brigham, Secretary to the Ministry of Finance, Policy Planning and Economic Development, Dr. Harshana Surya Peruma and several others are participating in this event.
Our government places children as one of our fundamental responsibilities, and as such, all our policies will reflect the best interests of the child. Government budgets are among the most powerful instruments for realizing the rights and well-being of children as enshrined in the Convention on the Rights of the Child. As responsible governments, we must ensure that public finance serves as a catalyst for advancing the rights of every child and securing their future. The government of Sri Lanka continues to pursue fiscal consolidation while prioritizing public investments in children and social protection. For example, through the 2025 national budget, the government committed to take series of measures to extend much needed relief and empowerment to the people, including increased allocation for social welfare and security. Significantly, we have also made historic allocations for health and education, in addition to a series of empowerment measures to support vulnerable groups, including children.
Moving on with more local news, a new WhatsApp number has been introduced in order to receive views and complaints of the public regarding all private buses in the Western Province by the Western Provincial Road Passenger Transport Authority. The objective of the introduction of the new WhatsApp number is to maintain a qualitative bus service. People can forward their views and complaints to 0702 860 860. The program to paste a sticker on buses in this regard was held yesterday at Homagam and Kottava bus stands. Chairman of the Western Province Road Passenger Transport Authority, retired Commander Gamini Jayasinghe, said that it is expected to receive views and proposals regarding as to how the transport service is to be improved efficiently and to direct complaints by passenger pertaining to bus transportation via videos, photographs and video recordings. ID cards were also issued to private bus drivers and conductors in the Western Province.
We now move on to a few more local news items in brief. A person inside a shop at Jumma Masjid Road, Maligawat, has been shot in the morning today by two unidentified persons who came in a motorcycle. It has been revealed that a T-56 firearm has been used in the crime. According to our correspondent, the injured person has been admitted to the Colombo National Hospital. The Customs Narcotic Bureau has taken into custody a stock of narcotics worth around 320 million rupees sent to this country by air. This includes 23,000 drug tablets, about 1 kilogram of cocaine and 98 grams of ice narcotic, along with 993 grams of Mandi narcotic. The stock of narcotics sent from Germany, USA, the Netherlands, Zambia and Canada had been directed to 7 private addresses. Speaker Dr. Jagat Wickramaratne today noted the certification as per the 79th clause of the Constitution for the Gambling Regulatory Authority draft bill today. The draft bill was passed with the amendments on the 19th of last month in Parliament after the debate of the second reading. Accordingly, this draft bill will be enacted as the 17th Gambling Regulatory Authority Act 2025. Pindapata, or the routine begging of alms, commenced in the morning today at the Sambuddhaloka Viharaya premises in Colombo Fort and reached the Presidential Secretariat. The Pindapata ceremony, conducted annually with the participation of 100 members of the Mahasangha, was organized this year by the Buddhist and Welfare Association Collective. Secretary to the President, Dr. Nandika Sanat Kumanaika, and other officials were present at the President's office to offer Pirikara to the Mahasangha. The annual fire walking festival of the Munneshwaram Kovil in Chilla was held today with the participation of a large number of devotees. The annual Nikini festival of the Kovil commenced with the planting of cup and is due to end with the water cutting festival on the 7th of this month. The final ceremony will be held on the 8th of September.
Now, the first session of the Tourism Promotion Task Force commenced at the President's office yesterday. Now, this task force has been established with the objectives of enhancing tourism industry and achieving a direct income of growth for the economy. Attending the inaugural session, Minister Vijitha Herat said that decision relevant to promotion of tourism sector can be taken through this task force. Attention will also be focused on preparing required plans, implementing state entities under consolidated framework to take necessary decisions and the problems faced by both the tourist and the entrepreneurs of the tourism sector. They have also raised concern over the need to prepare future plans with the participation of all government bodies and private industrialists to take a possible measure to make the upcoming tourist season a success. President Secretary Dr. Nandika Sanat Kumanaika and a group of officials from the state and private sector were also present at this occasion.
Foreign diplomats of this country were enlightened regarding the development program of the present government by Minister of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Employment and Tourism, Vijay Theherath. The discussion was held at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Employment and Tourism yesterday. The progress of the present government, 11 months after it came into power, main initiatives taken to safeguard and promote the rights and welfare of all Sri Lankans was also stressed during the discussion. The minister reaffirmed the permanent and honest dedication of the government to achieve those objectives. Minister Vijay Theherath enlightened the diplomats regarding the Office for the Missing Persons, the Office for Compensation and the Office for National Unity and Reconciliation, along with the action taken by the government to strengthen the local reconciliation process. The minister also described about Clean Sri Lanka, the anti-corruption program of the government, formulation of new laws to prevent terrorism and the amendments for the proposed Online Safety Act. Minister Vijay Theherath requested foreign diplomats to assist in the national action programs for reconciliation and human rights promotion, assertion of the rule of law and to ensure collective economic development.
Several development news items now. Vavuniya Special Economic Centre was declared open today under the patronage of Minister Vasant Samarasinghe. Construction of this economic centre was expedited under the Economic Centres Development Programme initiated by the Ministry of Trade, Commerce and Food Security and Cooperative Development under the theme Renaissance to the Market. This centre is consistent of 50 trade outlets. Although the construction of the centre was completed in 2018, it was declined to dilapidation since it was not open for over 7 years. The ministry had taken measures to open the centre without delay. The Special Economic Centre will provide benefits to people in Vavuniya, Mana, Mullaitivu, Kilinochchi and Jaffna districts. Reconstruction of the Chandana Pokuna tank in Hinguragoda in Polonnaruwa has been started after a lapse of 40 years. The Department of Irrigation has started the reconstruction of this irrigational tank, providing water for about 135 farming families for cultivation both in the Yala and Maha seasons. They have faced immense difficulties due to the blockade of the tank in many aquatic plants. The development work of the Vettumakada by road in Kalutara commenced at this morning under the patronage of Kalutara District Parliamentarian Nandana Pushpakumara.
The new police headquarters building at Colombo 2 was officially declared open today on the occasion of the 159th Police Day. The new building was declared open by Minister Anand Vijaypala and Deputy Minister Sunil Vatagala. Inspector General of Police Priyantha Veerasurya, Secretary to the Ministry of Public Security Ravasana Viratna, along with a number of others, attended the occasion. The Homagama office of Senior Superintendent of Police was also declared open parallel to the Police Day with the participation of Deputy Minister Sunil Vatagala and IGP Priyantha Veerasurya. 9 police stations will function under this office.
Inspector General of Police Priyantha Veerasurya pointed out that Deputy Minister Sunil Vatagala said that the government always requested to take legal action but never to paralyze it. This is what the general public expects from the government. The police department is implementing properly those which are expected by the people, he pointed out. Certain people present various allegations beyond the views of the public, but the government does not have any problems in this regard. The government will be able to reverse all criminal activities taking place in this area, he observed.
According to the All Island Family Health Services Association, productive solutions have been granted for a number of demands, including providing an opportunity to family health service officials to continue their education up to graduation. President of the association, Deepthi Jatunga, told a media briefing held in Colombo yesterday that solutions were given after talks held with Minister of Health, Dr. Nalinda Jayatissa. President of the All Island Family Health Services Association, Deepthi Jatunga, said that the Health Minister gave permission to extend the present training period of 1.5 years to 3 years. With the training period, they will be able to continue education up to the graduation affiliated to the Kalaniya University. This has been a major victory in the Family Health Service. The Minister ordered health authorities to provide a proper duty list unique to the Family Health Service as soon as possible. And he also ordered to direct the Ministry of Finance the demand concerning the overtime allowance of Family Health Service officers up to the limit of 36 hours. The Minister detailed regarding the provision of motorcycles to all Family Health Service officers in Sri Lanka by April next year. At present, money has been allocated and sent for motorcycles to be provided to Family Health Service officers in Ampara district and the Eastern Province. That's it on local stories. We'll be back with news overseas. Stay tuned in.
Dua, did you brush your teeth?
Yes, ma'am. E.
Puta, is your school bag ready?
Yes, ma'am. Ready.
Did you lock the gate?
Yes.
Did you all check for dengue mosquito breeding places?
Yes.
Then good night.
Good
night.
Exactly. Every day, everybody. Focus for dengue control.
And we're back with some foreign news. The 80th Victory Day Parade was held in Beijing today with the grand participation of world leaders.
Addressing the event, Chinese President Xi Jinping said history must be remembered and that the sacrifices of the fallen honored and a brighter future built on peace. The day is regarded as a historic moment for China, paying tribute to those who perished while reaffirming its commitment to peace and justice. 8 decades ago, China secured victory in its war of resistance against Japanese aggression. According to historical reports, more than 35 million Chinese soldiers and civilians were killed or wounded during the conflict. This victory paved the way for China's revival as a modern state. In the decades since, the country has undergone a rapid transformation to become the world's second largest. This year's commemoration drew global attention, with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un arriving in Beijing alongside his daughter Kim Joo-ae to attend what has been described as China's largest ever military parade. Images showed them stepping off an armored train at Beijing railway station. South Korea's intelligence agency has previously indicated that Kim Joo-ae could be her father's successor as the North Korean leader.
And in your sports news, Sri Lanka won the first T20 international match against Zimbabwe by 4 wickets today at the Harare Cricket Stadium. After winning the toss, Sri Lanka invited Zimbabwe to bat first and they scored 175 runs, losing 7 wickets in their allotted 20 overs. Brian Bennett top scored with 81 runs, while Sikandar Raza scored 28 runs. In bowling, Dushmantha Chamira bagged 3 wickets in reply. Pathum Nissanka and Kusal Mendis opened the Sri Lankan innings and the pair put on a partnership of 96 runs for the first wicket. Pathum Nissanka recorded the 15th half-century of his career.
The task force of the Ministry of Sports has been instructed to conduct a complete investigation regarding the difficulties faced by sportspersons due to the participation in the Asian Youth Karate Championship being held in China. Sri Lankan players who were preparing to participate in the championship were deprived of it due to visa not being granted to them. The Asian Youth Karate Championship, being held for the 23rd time, will commence on the 5th of this month in China. 27 players were due to participate in the championship representing Sri Lanka. The team lost that opportunity since they were not granted visa, although they arrived at the airport in order to leave the island for the championship yesterday in the afternoon. The Ministry of Sports regrets the unfortunate incident the players had to encounter at the airport. The concerned association owns the complete responsibility of sending the players for the championship. According to the ministry, obtaining a visa and air tickets during the stipulated time frame was also the responsibility of the association. The ministry emphasizes that disciplinary action will be taken against the concerned parties for causing inconvenience to the players and negligence.
Well, that was a look at your news here at Sri Lanka Rupavahini Corporation. I've been Siobhan Pereira together with Sharif Tahir. Wish you a pleasant evening.
Good night.